What's up? Nightmare Baller One. It's him. Cause I had different things on my mind. I thought I'd just let everybody know how I feel about everything. Watched ECW this Tuesday for like the first time in a minute, like watching the whole show. And this week it honestly was passable. You know what I mean? It's usually really boring, but this week it wasn't that boring. Like, you know, both of the matches to see who was going to be in the event. This match was pretty good or whatever. I mean, the show all in all was pretty good. Now, I hope this match on Sunday doesn't disappoint me, the Chris Benoit CM Punk match, because I got high hopes for it. I hope it's really good. I pray it's really good. But, I mean, I'll probably just watch it somewhere else. I'm not going to order the pay-per-view because I get to that in a second. Okay. Raw next week should be pretty good also, with the whole thing about all three shows being there, and they expanding the investigation, and they was like hyping it up on WWE.com like someone else is going to be there. Like, it was like all three shows are going to be involved, but who else would be involved this Monday? So I just want to see what that's going to be all about. Let's see, what else I want to talk about. Oh yeah, like, okay, me and my friends, we've been, like, different people I know, like, everybody's like, why don't you like Chris Harris? You know, Chris Harris is da-da-da-da. No, I like Chris Harris. I just don't think he should have been in that main event at Slammiversary, because he shouldn't have. If we're going by that, you know what I'm saying, because he beat James Storm in a Texas Death match, James Storm should be in that match because he beat Chris Harris in a blindfold match. Granted, it wasn't as good as the Texas Death match, but he beat him too. So you mean to tell me James Storm's a main eventer also? I don't know about all that. I like Chris Harris. He's just not yet. He will be. I'm not saying he won't be. Just not yet. I mean, he has some matches with James Storm, and now they just throw him in the main event. I don't know about that. Like, you know, when I found out it wasn't going to be, like, when I was watching Slammiversary, I found out it wasn't going to be Abyss, and it wasn't going to be Jeff Jarrett because he wasn't there. I was like, oh my God, they're going to get somebody that's not at TNA. It's going to shock everybody. And then it's Chris Harris. Not disappointed I was. Anyway. Oh yes. I have to address some people. I've read some comments from some of my other videos. People like to say, you know, oh, he's a fat, nerdy looking guy. Like, I don't know I'm fat, you know what I'm saying? I've been big since forever. My whole entire life I've been big, you know what I mean? And I knew this by now. People don't have to keep telling me that. Yeah. I made these videos because I like to talk about wrestling, and that's what we need to talk about wrestling. And I'm sorry the camera's moving, it's just I'm hitting the wire. And I wear this do-rag because it's my trademark. Everybody that knows me knows that 90% of the time you see me in one of these. Even though it's on Cricket. It's because I'm at home just chilling, I don't care. But you see me on one of these. I hardly have, like, my hair. Right now I just have my hair out, you know what I'm saying? Some of my other videos is braided or whatever. But in this one I just have my hair out. It's just in a do-rag. Because most of the time I'm wearing a do-rag. It has nothing to do with me trying to look gangster. It's just everybody that knows me knows I most of the time wear a do-rag. Okay, so if you send me a comment or a message or anything, please just keep it about wrestling, because these other dudes get sidetracked by that other shit, and I don't want my videos to be focused on anything but wrestling. That I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, and then these TNA fanboys, I made this. I only had 2 comments from this video, but it really bothered me because the comments they just really bothered me. Like I like TNA. Let's get that straight. I'm not like all these other people that want to pick a side. I'm just a wrestling fan, okay? Honestly, I think ROH is better than WWE and TNA, but that's just me. Okay, but anyway. See, the thing about TNA fanboys, that's why I respect Bill and Doug, because a lot of people say Bill and Doug are biased or whatever. If you really, I mean, yeah, granted, sometimes they are. I give you people that. But, like, granted, like, if you watch their videos, they do point out flaws about TNA, like VKM, you know what I'm saying? Like how Impact seems like it's rushed and thrown together. I mean, they did point out some flaws or whatever. I give them that, but it's still biased to some degree. I understand what y'all saying, but I have no problem. I like their vids, honestly. But TNA, like, Slammiversary was just not awesome like they hyped it up to be. And like they act like it was the greatest show ever when it just wasn't. Stop moving, Kevin. When it wasn't, I'm sorry about the camera moving. But it just wasn't. Like all the matches were short except for like the last two matches. And like all of them, like almost all of them disappointed me. Like the undercard was just like warm up for Abyss and Tom Cole and the King of the Mountain match, because those like the only two like really good matches of the whole show. And a pay-per-view shouldn't be, if you spend $30 on a pay-per-view, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be the only two good matches are the two main events. It should never be like that. It's not a good pay-per-view. That's just a good two matches. But a lot of these people, you know, like these TNA fanboys, they're like every match was awesome. And you watch that pay-per-view, anybody, even if you are a TNA fan, you've seen some of the other TNA pay-per-views are amazing. That wasn't one of them. Let's just be honest. It wasn't. But even though as bad as I thought that was, I still think Vengeance is gonna be even worse. So if you haven't seen Slammiversary, don't get it. And I advise no one to get Vengeance, okay? Because I can guarantee you, Chris Benoit and CM Punk, if they just go out there and just let them wrestle, that match will be good. The WWE title match, I think, will be good. The world title match is going to be garbage, okay? Let's see, and then all the other titles on the line. All depends on, like, I haven't even looked at the final card. Is the card final yet? I don't even know. But, yeah, I wouldn't get it. That's just me. What else I was going to talk about? ROH, the pay-per-view, I heard it's going to be $10. If y'all don't know about ROH by now, order the pay-per-view, okay? I know a lot of people say, I can't just get a DVD or order the pay-per-view. Nightmare Baller 1, signing out.